Two platforms, one sport. Just Simply Sports with Kaja and Brother D on sports from Philly. The Las Vegas Aces and the Phoenix Mercury.
2025 WNBA. Let's go!
Yep, down to a minute and 30 seconds. But here we are. This been a crazy game, but they clawed back. But I don't know if they're gonna make it, Kai. I don't know. I really don't know.
We're still down by 11 now at this point. They ain't called back.
Well, they down by 9 at this point, and a minute and 10 seconds left, and the Aces got the ball. So it doesn't look promising. If you're gonna leave
you gotta hit some threes.
I don't know. It don't look too promising. But here we go.
So I was in the car, obviously, as you know, but what was it again? They were out physical again, out hustle, out rebounded. No adjustment. That's exactly what happened. They just had their way with them, and basically they couldn't do nothing with Asia. They couldn't do nothing with my girl with Lloyd. I ain't gonna say my girl. She's not my girl. I'm gonna stop saying that because I don't. Yeah, I don't think she likes girls, but no, I mean honestly, I think she likes girls. So you fine. Yeah, continue.
No, I don't even mean like that either. No, but I just think that they ran into they ran into a wall. It seemed like the Aces just came to play. It seemed like they're in a different level. They're playing championship ball right now. Even though Phoenix came back and fought, but a sign of a champion or somebody who's resilient is the fact that when you hit them, it's like how they respond to the hit, and they respond, and Gray is knocking them down. And you know what the real sad part is? I'm sorry I'm talking so long. The sad part is the fact that Copper, now she decides to play. Now she decides to come alive. You can't be you can't be an every other game player. It just doesn't work that way.
Is it possible that because Satu was there and that she was out because of the concussion, that's why she stepped up a little bit more?
Yeah, but this is the whole thing about basketball. You have to find yourself. I can't be concerned whether or not my teammate is having a good game. They turned the ball over with 51 seconds left and down by 9. So Phoenix have the ball back. But they're not going to do nothing. But so when I look at it, I'm just kind of like disappointed with Copper, because it's like, come on now, you could have been playing well this whole time. You had no reason to do that. And
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, honestly, I feel like I put a lot of this on the coach. I know we spoke about it before. I said I really felt like we were going to see like who was going to be better coach, and I said I gave Becky Hammond the edge because of her experience. They've been together for a while, so they kind of know each other a little bit better. Now, I don't think he's a bad coach. Don't get me wrong, but I said coming into this, let Asia do Asia, as opposed to putting your best player or AT, arguably your best player, if you want to call her that. All of it pretty much runs through her. If you have her in foul trouble, like she needs to play her football brand of basketball, right? Like that's how she thrives in her physicality. And when she's in foul trouble, she can't be her normal AT self. Like, let Asia do Asia. Like, and focus on trying to slow everybody else down. Because she's not going to beat you alone. So if you can find a way to slow down Chelsea doesn't have to shoot, she can assist. You find a way to slow her down, limit her to one or the other, not both. Find a way to slow down her Robin, which is Jackie. Drew Lloyd, slow down her threes. Like, you have a better chance of beating them that way than trying to put two of your best players on Asia and then stop switch up on Jackie. Like, it's not working. So for me, the lack of adjustments, I'm like, either you didn't know how to adjust,
Yeah.
Like you had no idea, or you just like whatever, you know what I mean, or you just really didn't know what the heck to do. Like either you tried, you like you just couldn't figure it out because you don't know how to, or
Yeah.
like the team almost feels like they are normally a physical team. And when
Mm-hmm.
watching them this series, I feel like they became the Mercury. Like they
Yeah.
said, we're gonna bully you like you bully other teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna shoot the three well. Like they thrive in the paint. They took them out the paint, but I didn't see any plays where they kind of forced themselves in the paint. Like I
Yeah.
didn't see anybody working together. You know what I mean? Like AT, you can't do both the series, love. You can't score, you can't rebound and assist. They're gonna
Yes.
limit you. So I think she's better with the assist, getting her team involved because now they got to space the floor to try to defend Sammy, to try to get Kalia, try to stop Satu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it leaves AT open to get in there and do what she does around the paint. You know what I mean? And get her layups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like the game plan at all, and the lack of adjustments to me is concerning.
Yeah. When I look at when I look at the fact that that Bonner she should have just came out because we know that the other young lady was out tonight. You should have came out and been just a little bit more aggressive. But it seemed like the team was they were playing, but as I said, it was just the Aces to me was just too much for them. They were just running ball. They were just running them up and down the court. And when you can't stop that like that freight train motion, it's like it's nothing you can really do with it. I'm just kind of sad for them because Copper, it was a time for her to shine. Of course, she shined tonight, but it's just like too little, too late, and not to get one game. That's crazy. Not to get one game. I mean, I had them beating the Aces because of the way the Aces were playing, but the Aces they see these guys. It's like a whole different team. So
To me, the team is the same. I think what's different is that they're faster and it's a lot like the Jewel and Jackie specifically are smaller and faster.
Oh yeah,
And
oh
most
yeah,
of their
definitely.
players are taller and bigger and a little bit and obviously slower. They can't keep up. And then Chelsea, she can hold her own with AT,
But
in terms of because of the size. So she's able to
but
slow
we
her down.
seen we seen Lloyd choking in the last series to me. She was just like flat out choking. And for her to come to life, I mean, it's great for her because once again, she's there to take Kelsey's spot and she's shining and I'm happy for it. Don't get me wrong. But, for her to come to life and start to play and have more consistent. She was more consistent than she was inconsistent because she has been like a little. Her and Copper was kind of like the same,
Who,
but she
AT?
played. I'm talking about Lloyd, Jewel Lloyd. I said, but she ended up outplaying her.
She was great this series, Drew Lloyd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She
This is
ended
her
up
best
outplaying
series,
her.
yeah. In the whole playoffs, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she raised up because last year she was off, but this year she came in. She had one game that was a little I can't even say off. She wasn't off at all. She was just balling, and those little things are the things that matter. Those are the things that makes a difference when you want to talk about people being in a championship.
I mean,
Pedigree.
matchups also make a difference. I think Indiana was a better matchup for them. Even Coach Becky said that, like Indiana was a bit of a harder matchup for us just in terms of the plays that they have, the
Oh
style they
yeah.
play. But
Oh, definitely.
like I said, there's always a way to beat somebody. So I don't want to hear at this level. Like it's one thing, like I said, the first game they should have won. That first game
Yeah.
when AT missed those 2 free throws, they could have put them up by 1.
Yeah.
Instead, the Aces got the ball back, and they end up winning that game. Like 10 seconds left, something like that. They should have won that game, and they really could have won in game 3. They were right there, like right there. Like you don't let Asia get any shot off, especially her jumper. Like
Yeah. Yeah, it really is sad, and that's why I look at I know you like Sab, not Sab, Sammy, but I was like, yo, y'all got to play better defense, and Akoa, they
they
just
had
to me,
Sammy out of sorts because she was trying to guard Jackie, and she couldn't do nothing with her.
yeah,
She spent so
but
much energy trying to run behind her. She was just out. She didn't have it.
And that's what, and then it goes back to coaching, then, right?
I said that, yeah. I said you're live with the coach, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm leaning to what you're saying. Basically, you cannot allow that to keep going on without making an adjustment.
Yeah.
But I said, hey, look, we need somebody else that can at least just keep up with her. I mean, and this is where man. I see so many. I mean, I look at people like Luca, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're willing to take Luca out,
wow,
and to make adjustment with Luca for defensive purposes, how much more would you do it in this case? So I just I just don't get it with the coach, and that he got kicked out and he lost. They broomed them cats, man. But
there they go again.
Yeah, their enthusiasm is there, but it's not like high like it would have been if this was like a 4-2 series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's like they know it was going to beat. It's sort of like knowing what you're getting for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's go open it up. Oh, here it is. It's sort of like that for them. That's what it looks like. Dag, and then to lose on your home court. Jesus, woo, that's ugly.
Right, them tears, right?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody they celebrating.
On your home court.
Like two realities are happening, and at the same time, the fact that they're ecstatic, and these people over here, they're heartbroken, and they're in front of their fans. It's like, man, that's crazy.
A'ja Wilson, league MVP. Looks like she's about to be finals MVP. On top
definitely.
of co-defensive player of the year, right? Can we say she's officially goated now?
Oh, man,
like, if we didn't say it before, right? Like, if we didn't say it before, you were like, "Oh, I don't really know. I don't really know if I put in the conversation." Can we officially say A'ja Wilson is the GOAT now? At least in this generation.
Oh yeah, definitely for this generation. Yeah, we really do have to do it by generation. You can't really separate things, and put everything together and go, "Oh, who's the GOAT of all time?" Because it's different eras, different playing styles.
Mm-hmm, yeah, the game is
and
played differently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too hard to try to do that. You can say, well, that was my favorite opponent. You know what I mean? But I can't do certain things like that. Yeah, but yeah, she definitely is the GOAT, man. And now and I just want to see how the internet responds, how some of these commentators are going to respond with this, because
well, they didn't really want Mercury to win anyway, because Mercury is so physical. Like, they didn't really like them, so they probably, I don't know, Fever fans are happy that they lost.
Yeah, because they do beat you up a little bit. Yeah, AT do. She do rough you up. But I just don't think people want to. I'm tired of all these pseudo GOATs and all this. Well, we don't know, and this person over here. I'm like, no, stop it. Yeah, put some respect on Asia's name. And you know what? And you know what's so glaring about it? That's phony. We've seen Asia kind of dominate for like 3 out of 4 years. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about even prior to this championship. And even with that, right? Even with that, I'm talking about her play.
Well, hold on. I'm just looking real quick, like, because they traded Alyssa Smith from the Fever this season. She was there beginning of the season, right? They traded her. She went to Dallas, and then Vegas said, "Nah, we need her," and they brought her from. We got her from Dallas and brought her to Vegas, and here she is with her chip.
Yeah, exactly. She gets hurt, and see that goes to show you, like,
Tell me how things work out. That is interesting too. Dana said, "Get me out of Chicago. This organization sucks. Get me out of here." And here she is, another champion, because she won in Chicago 2021. And here she is now, winning again. So yeah.
Yeah, but that mess that the Fever did this year with all these sign-ins and flipping players, we're going to see how that's going to work out now, especially with the new collective bargaining agreement. If pending that everything goes forward, we're going to see how that's going to work out.
I mean, look, not for nothing, they got hit with a lot of injuries. And what's up now? He has to go Aces. I know, right? A sweep is crazy. I did not expect a sweep, but that is crazy. But they earned it, so you can't even say anything bad about it. Like, it is what it is. But look, every team did something to try, with the exception of like Chicago, Like not everybody had to try the same way as Indiana because they just kept getting rid of with like season-ending injuries. I mean, broken foot, Achilles and everything else.
Yeah.
But the fact that you saw everybody else try to bring somebody like Dallas Wings made a trade, Mystics made a trade. I mean Connecticut Suns. Now they were awful too. They made a trade. LA, they started out rough, but they came back in the end, pretty strong, before they lost. And Seattle got back there. So I'm just like, there was like no excuse, like no excuse at all for Chicago not to do anything whatsoever. But you know what? We don't even care about that because that season's done. It's over with. We'll see what happens going forward. But I'm looking for. We got to come on here live and watch Angel do her Victoria's Secret fashion show on the 15th, I believe.
Oh so, yeah, definitely.
We gotta come watch her come down the runway.
Are you kidding me? Man, I'd be there with bells on.
Victoria's Secret Barbie, y'all.
Yeah, we we big Angel fans. Just love what she's doing, man. She got Juicy Couture and she has that, so she has both things going on.
Bruce said, "Dang, I felt like the Mercury because you guys did not cover the game." Honestly, Bruce, I had like a family situation, so that's why I got on here a lot later. Just dealing with some family stuff, unexpected, very last minute. So that's what definitely threw everything out of loop for this entire week. So that's what happened. I apologize. Yeah. Hold on. Let me read this.
Yeah, you good.
Maybe Chicago to get a high draft pick to help Angel, but they had Sonia Citron. They got rid of her. So they had a high draft pick last season. They could have kept Sonia. They chose to get rid of her, and they wanted Ariel Atkins. So what you doing now this season? The same thing again? Like what we doing here?
Yeah. And I wonder how I know she still would have been a great player, but I wonder how she really would have turned out. Would she have been equally as frustrated as some of the Chicago Skywalkers? Because Angel was the only one who was frustrated. They was all frustrated because their coach he's a chump. You know what I mean? And the last thing you need is a male who's soft.
Eagle brother, what's up? Hello, as a Storm fan that once cheered for Lloyd through her ups and downs with us. I don't know how I'm feeling. She won with our bitter rival. Congrats to them. Happy it was not the fever. Not sorry.
Yeah. But I'm happy that the fever. I'm happy the fever didn't make it. There go Kathy standing up there in her green. Looking like the last leprechaun. Oh my God. Do you think she would learn something? With that card?
Who even wants Kathy there, girl? Read the room. We don't want you here.
Exactly.
We're not. We stand with Fee.
Exactly. For real.
Imagine they had shirts that said "We stand with Fee," as opposed to like the champions. like we stand with Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, she stinks. Yeah, she, just leave her over there where she is. Yeah, give it to the owner. Yeah, give that championship thing to the owner. That thing is too heavy. Why would they make the women's championship trophy look like it weighed like 100 pounds? That thing like weighed like 100 pounds, man.
We were just talking about that, Eagles brother. I was just saying, will this win now push Asia as the GOAT for the championship? Good. I mean, they stripped this team in the early of the season. They Kelsey Plum left. They had to make an adjustment. They started off really, 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 really rocky. We saw that. They had to. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about. They were below 500. They had to absolutely go on that dominant streak towards the end of the season, which they did in convincing, fashion. They earned this. They earned it.
Yeah.
We got to put in the conversation. To me, she reminds me of SGA, like how SGA obviously, had Finals MVP, League MVP, like the scoring title, all these different things. Obviously, I don't think Asia had that part of it, but how having Nicole Defensive Player of the Year, and then her having League MVP, she's gonna get Finals MVP, and then win the championship. after everything that happened. Chelsea Gray also because, she had an injury, serious injury. She was out for a while. It took her a while to get back to her Chelsea Gray form as we know her, the kind of player that she can be. But she got back there as well. She was really crucial. She really came really big in this series. Once she really got back to like her full health, she was really a force. So, it was cool. It was earned. So you can't hate, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to cheer for her and say basically, you are the GOAT. You know what? A lot of this
Of this generation, Nadi
Yeah.
specifically. I mean, Nadi said Eagles brother outputs her in the GOAT conversation with Candace, Maya, Cheryl, and Cooper, in my opinion. Like I said, there's levels to it. There's different generations. So for me, I'm definitely putting her in that comment. When I think about if I was making a Mount Rushmore of women's basketball, she'd definitely be on it.
Yeah.
Not the only one, but she'd definitely be on it.
Yeah, it's not only that. I mean, she got so caught up in all this pseudo GOAT talk with all these other players that was supposed, we know who. I'm not going to say their names, but that she had to prove herself all over again because will she be this, will she be that, will she continue to do what she was doing? And I'm just my whole thing is just that when you talk about Asia Wilson, man, she maintained. They stripped her team from her, and she made it back. She fought. She never splintered. She just kept fighting. And at one time, it looked her team looked crazy the way they was getting beat on, but. And once again, but that's what makes her a champion. And so for that reason, I'm telling you, because see, people don't understand about pressure. Pressure is real because some people pop under pressure. We see some people fake injuries and stay out half of the season because of pressure. And
there we go.
No, I'm just saying that you do, and because that's
You
what
can't
it
help
does
yourself.
to you.
But continue.
Yeah. But so when I see that, it lets me know that like, yo, I got a real one. I ain't got a fake one who's gonna, start acting different in the middle of a series and not show up. You know what I mean? Straight through, man. So
Right. I'm
go.
thinking the same thing, Nadi. Like he can't help himself, dude. Like he cannot help himself. Like I tell you, that girl is rent free. Ben Simmons.
Here she comes out of my ear. Here you go. No.
They're booing Kathy. I didn't hear them booing Kathy.
Oh man, that's to be expected. If they boo the commissioner for the NFL, they're gonna boo Kathy. They boo that cat all the time. Yeah, but I'm just happy for these guys, man.
And shout out to Becky Hammond also because she lost like her top two coaches. They both went to be head coaches of other franchises, so it's an adjustment for her as well. Now we know Natalie Nakasa, Valkyries obviously look great. Chicago very much not so great. But also just for her, she still had to adjust without having her two, top assistants there as well. So a lot of adjustments all the way around for this team. New players coming in. Alyssa Smith, when she first came in, when she got traded from the Wings, she was kind of struggling the first few games, but she finally found her her footing. And this series wasn't her series, but it was Jewel Lloyd's. I think sometimes you got to remember that every series is not for every player. Like you might be great against one team, given your size and your skill, and then sometimes like you're just not. another series. You know what I mean? Oh, look at Bam! Oh, y'all see Bam on the bio there? Look at Bammy.
Where Bam? I didn't see him yet, but you know who Dana Evans. Evans, she she came in. She filled in the blank sometimes for them. You know what I mean? Came in here and there and did some great things. So that's why I'm just happy.
In here. We got a newbie in here. What's up? The autism boy, Cottage 81. We haven't seen you here before. What's up? Welcome to the chat.
Yo, what's up, baby? All right. Yeah, but they looking good.
Jackie Young should have got runner up or something. She had she was great throughout the playoffs in general.
I gotta order me one of those shirts. Those shirts are hot. I like those shirts. The shirts are nice.
It just feels so anticlimactic, though. Like it doesn't even feel like it's exciting. Like like
Yeah,
oh my
it's like
god, like it's like oh my god, we won.
yeah,
They're happy, of course, but it's like
it's
okay.
as I said. It's like knowing what you got for Christmas already. It's no surprise. It's like, oh yeah, you know. It's like,
Arrival is coming back January, so we got some time. It's almost time for the NBA.
yeah, gotta spruce it up. Gotta spruce it up, man. Gotta
I'm
come
ready to
in.
see what Ant-Man gonna do. I'm excited to
Yeah,
see my Warriors. Excited, you guys. I can't
I
wait. I
want,
cannot wait.
I want to see what the Sixers are going to do because this is going to be really
The
interesting.
who?
The Sixers, my
Oh, six. I
team.
know what you said. I
Yeah,
mean, Jared McCain got hurt again. I love him. VJ Edgecombe, we were following him for a little while, so I'm excited to see him. Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, like all the rooks. I want to see what Wemby looks like this season. After the off season that he had, he spent time working out with Kevin Garnett, so that should be pretty cool. Because I think KG scares me. like,
yeah,
he's one person that scares me. So I'm excited to see like his level up from last season. Hopefully, we don't have any crazy injuries again, especially like in the playoffs. I'm gonna see what the Knicks are gonna do. With new coach Mike Brown and everybody. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for the season.
yeah. It's going to be a good season. I don't think that Boston's going to have a good year. I really don't. So you said Jared got hurt again?
Yeah, Jared, he hurt his hand. There was
Oh,
something
oh, he be
something like to do with his thumb or something like he had to take some not he's I think about 3 or 4 weeks off. I think he said if you ever watch like his follow him on YouTube,
oh,
his
I
videos and
follow him
stuff.
on
So.
TikTok. Yeah, I follow him on TikTok. He yeah, he's a funny guy, but he be doing too many well.
NBA baby, yes. The Nuggets appear to be strong. Watch out for the Hawks. Look, Pat Bev said what he had to say, okay? We know Trae Young gonna score all them points, but they still not gonna win. No, I'm just messing. I like Trae though. I like Ice Trae. The East is open this year. That's why I said for me, this is the season the Knicks gotta get there. They gotta get there. You don't have a fully healthy Boston team. The Pacers are right there back to back, but they're not this season. Like,
yeah, and the Sixers don't have enough. To me, they still don't really because I call him Sleepy George, because he's another player to me. It's just up and down. It's like he don't know what he wants. You know what I mean? It's nothing in Philly that's motivating him to play. And when I see him, I'm going. I don't even know why he came to Philly because they're gonna crucify that boy. They're gonna shake him up. So, and but you're right. The East is open. If anybody could win it, it probably would be Boston. I'm probably would be the Knicks. I don't think the Boston Celtics going to have too much in their tank.
I don't like how they stripped Jaylen Brown. Like you took away like the core.
Oh yeah,
a lot of the core, and then like you want him to do what exactly? I mean, I think he's still going to be great like individually, but you took away Drew Holiday, Kristaps is gone, although he was in and out anyway to begin with due to his health.
Yeah.
Who else? Drew is gone. Who else got traded? Al Horford is gone now.
Yeah.
So like a lot of that core, it's pretty much gone. JT's out, because he's hurt. You still have Derek White, got Anthony Simon. So we'll see what they do. I don't expect them to win a championship this season. I don't, but I think they'll still be competitive.
Yeah, they're just gonna be another team of small forwards running around, making layups, causing upsets here and there. But to me, they're not going to do anything because of those things that are missing. Because even with Porzingis being what he was and Alfred being and Horford being old, they were like key components. They needed all that to click together in order for it to make it work. And I don't see them. I don't see them doing anything. I really don't. Nothing significant. They probably have a better record than the Sixers It's just all a matter of how Joel Embiid, if he gonna put down the hamburgers and is he going to stop whining because he whines too much. I'm like, go dude, play ball, get him to do what you can do. They was comparing him to Akeem Olajuwon at one time, and he does have the moves, but is it
Hold
really
on. Somebody
manifesting?
said
Uh-huh.
the Autism Boy College 81. Trae Young made it to the conference finals with Nate McMillan as the coach back in 2021 with the Hawks, so he's no stranger to playoff success, Queen Kaja. Well, I appreciate that Queen Kaja part. Thank you very much.
Oh
But,
God.
but no, I like Trey. I do. I just feel like Nadi said like a few minutes ago, like they both have valid points. You know what I mean? Like you can be the number one option for your team and you can drop 50 points a game, 30
Yeah.
points,
Mhm.
25 assists, 13 assists. But if you're not winning, like I'm not, like I'm not winning either. Like neither one of us have a championship. What are we talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? I don't think Trae Young had to say anything at all because Pat was just talking in general about the players not playing hard. Everybody's been saying that for years now. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like he broke any news with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's
I don't know
true.
why Trey Felt needs to even like, let the All Stars speak. It's like, huh? Like, what you talking about, bro?
And see, I don't like him getting in Pat world because one thing I like Pat because Pat represents a lot of players. Not, I mean, I don't mean that he speak up for him, but what he embodies represent a lot of players. He falls on the sword for a lot of people, and people call him a gimmick and all that other stuff. I was like, no, but he is a disruptor. He is somebody who
You need
came in
somebody like that on your team,
all the time,
like
all the time.
Like a Dylan, bro.
Yeah,
Dylan,
and
Dylan a
some of these
villain.
faggots, I'm sorry, some of these guys out here, man, they just be yakking, man. That's why some of them guys, you got to hit them in the lip one time, baby. Sometimes you just got to hit them one time. You got to
Hold
silence that
on.
stuff.
And Donnie said there are rumors Jaylen Brown could come home if he gets the ATL without getting rid of Trey. Hawks winning it. I don't look. I don't see him. I mean, you look. I don't know. You right there. I think you in ATL, right? So you know better than me, but.
Hey, Ignati, come on, man. Look,
Oh, look at Bam in Asia. Oh, I love it. When's the wedding? When is the wedding? I love, love, love it.
as soon as he finished blowing the prenup, the ink on the prenup and get dry, he gonna
I
go.
love it. I love that he's also not like threatened by her success either because she's such like a pillar figure in women's basketball. I
Yeah,
love
no,
that
he's
he's
not.
not
Yeah,
like
yeah, he's
embittered
not the
by
type
it.
of dude. Yeah, he a cool. He seemed like he a real cool dude, man. He
Yeah.
really is. Yeah. But I hope they get rid of this chick, man. This Rebecca Lobo, she got to go. Jesus, she got to go.
Hold on, BRB.
She's horrible. She's horrible. But going back to Boston and you Nadi, you was talking about having Jaylen Brown over there. Jaylen just to me, Brown, he just ain't that dude. It seems like every time you get to a point in the season when you need him to be the stand up dude, when you need him to be the takeover guy, it's like he can do it in a collective, but if you single him out, I don't see him as that cat. Now, can he be? Maybe he is. It's just so many things that I look at him that makes him stoppable to me. You know what I mean? One, I'm gonna say it. I don't like him because he's stubby. He's a stubby guy. He's listed as tall, like what 6'7", I think he's listed as, but maybe taller than that, maybe 6'8". But it's like he got like kind of like short arms to me, and that's why he to me when he drives and stuff, that's why he messes up sometimes. This is why he gets shut down. It's little things that make you acceptable. Look at his ball. Look at Tatum. The long arms, the length. You can hit him with that body over here and extend that arm out and get those legs going. But Jaylen Brown has to work too hard in order to be, to me, a lead dude. He's just not a lead dude to me. He's a two. I love him. I think he's cool because he represents the black community, and I think that's very admirable, and especially in this day and age. And he's a very smart dude. And but as a basketball player, to me, he's a two, man. He's a strong two. But I look at when I look at the Sixers, even though I love the Sixers and I love Joel Embiid, and I think that he has better footwork than any big man since Akeem Olajuwon. But unfortunately, he gets hurt a lot, and unfortunately, he's like inconsistent. He whines sometimes. You know, he whined till he got Ben Simmons out of town. He whined when Jimmy Butler first came to the team, talking about I'm the guy you got to go through. All this whining, but then you know he ended up coming up short. So it really is interesting what the season is going to hold for the Sixers. But if anybody probably was going to do great was going to be like Indiana, but Indiana can't do too much because Indiana is they got stripped of their big man. So it's going to be a good year, but it's going to be unfortunate because a lot of the key players has been kind of dismantled off the team, and a lot of it's due to money. Because everybody want to get of course we all want to get paid. Everybody want to get paid, and nobody wants to pay luxury tax anymore, especially with their new collective bargaining agreement and how that goes. So it's going to be interesting in the NBA, as I said. But once again, we're happy for the Aces. God bless them. Once again, Asia is the GOAT, and to me, the closest thing to her was Fee. They the two GOATs of the league. There's really no one else that's really close to those two because they're consistent. You see, not only with consistency, they're headstrong. That's something I look to for a leader. Not only can you score, but are you headstrong, or do you have some wherewithal when when things are up and down, when things get tight, and they prove to be more consistent to pull a team together, to make them cohesive, to say, hey, basically, this is your role, this is your role, this is what I need you to do. You're not doing this enough. And to do it without being threatening, without being a bully, but being just being firm and doing what you have to do. So it's really it's going to be interesting next year with the WNBA. But Unrivaled is coming first. I'm happy for Unrivaled. We got our champion, Las Vegas Aces. They pulled a sweep on the Phoenix Mercury, and guys, this pretty much it. It's pretty much it. It's over, and and of course, Asia gets the MVP. We already knew that was coming, and she deserved it. She really do deserve it. I'm glad that she got her sneaks and her deals and everything that's coming to her, because they people tried to undermine her this year. They really tried to undermine her this year. I know y'all don't like me talking about stuff like that, but
here we go.
But y'all gotta grow up. Y'all gotta grow up. It's like this is the world we live in. Y'all trying to duck and hide, man, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, y'all got to get treated for No, I ain't gonna say that. But
duck and hide, no. We don't see everything through that lens that you see it.
No, it's not a lens. It's a part of the tapestry. What are you talking about? It's part of the tapestry. They undermined Asia this year. They tried to break her. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want her name out there because that she was the name that you had to beat out. That's what they did to her. I don't see how you don't see it. You know what I mean? I really don't see how you don't see it. But they didn't. But she overcame. That's how we are.
Jaylen Brown was Finals MVP. True two-way player. Did you read this? Jaylen Brown was Finals MVP. True two-way player. High character person. I love Jaylen Brown.
No. Yeah, well, no. Don't get me wrong. Now, no, he's very high character. No, high character.
I do. I love everything that he stands for. I love that he spends a lot of time. He goes on these podcasts that are not, I guess, the most popular. If you don't necessarily really follow, that type of podcast, I love that he speaks about the business. He's not afraid to call it out. I love that, he speaks about players coming into it, don't try to focus on your own path. You know what I mean? Don't to look at it like, know the business you're getting into. I'm just going to paraphrase it like that. Like, this is a business, like they tell you like pretty much who they want to be the face, all these different things, who gets the endorsements, who doesn't, things like that. So I love that he said, I'm going to go and don't do my own thing. I'm not going to go, and try to conform and, and do what everybody else does. I'm going to use my money. I'm going to go do my own thing. Like, I love his way of thinking. I love that he's not afraid to share, not afraid to speak out. I have a lot of respect for Jaylen Brown.
Amen. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You love him, but you gotta love me, and you have to love me too. I'm gonna be like Angel because
he says what he has to say, and he moves on. Like you say, like you harp on it, like you go on and on and on and on. And I mean, like okay, we get it.
No, I don't think I heard me. But anyway, I do love him. But Nadi, this is my thing with him. I said because he's stubby. It's something about. God. And then his handle is not, he don't have a great handle. It's certain things I'm looking for when I'm looking at my players when I say, look, all right, I need you to be that one now. Like in that two, yeah, you're right. He's a good two-way player, but is he a one player? Can he be the alpha dog? And to me, he's not an alpha dog. Are we
talking about Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm like, we talking about his character. I'm like, you talking about his hands being stuffy? So whose hands are stubby? I know what you was talking about. Okay, I'm
talking about like his arm, like his build is stubby. It's like that's why that's why people catch up to him at the rim and everything like that. And that's why he has. It's just certain things that slows you down when you don't have like the long arms. You know what I mean? Like I got 39 inches. You know what I mean? I'm like I got yeah.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is it's an advantage. These are advantages, and we see. Look how many times Tatum beat people with those arms. Look how many times you see Tatum just, even with his J, because his arms are so long, people really can't buy. And then he cock it back, and you see how he shoots? He pull his J back behind his head, and then he let it go.
Are we comparing JT and JB? We celebrating JB for his great character and how great he's of a person.
No, we are, but we were talking. We were. See, you always trying to rabbit hole me. Stop rabbit hole.
You did not. No, you did not.
You know what we're talking about. Now you got. I'm not gonna sit there and explain what we were talking about. We got on them. We were talking about him being a one, and to me, he's just not a one. So let me ask you this. All right, let's just end it with this. Would you pick him to start your franchise with? Nope. Let's move on. I already know you wouldn't. Huh?
Why wouldn't I pick him?
You wouldn't pick. So you look at him the way you look at Ant. You look at him the way you look at Halliburton. No, not at all. He is not a lead guy.
Well, first off, Tyrese Halliburton is a different player. I mean, they're all different players.
I know they're all different players, but they're ones.
I don't see anything. I don't think anything. Well, Tyrese Halliburton, depending on who you ask, don't feel like he's a one. Because he's got he's off and on. Sometimes
he got a little sissy in his blood, but he got a little sissy in his blood.
Wow.
He don't have sissy in his blood.
But like I said, I think it depends on like perspective. Like I said, like remember like during the playoffs, people even when he was like still coming back, and hitting his his crazy shots in the end and game winners and whatnot, people would feel like, oh well, one game he goes for like 22 points and let's say 11 assists, and the next game he gives you like 8 points. You know what I mean? So people kind of felt like this is not number one, player material. I'll argue down with you during the playoffs. So it's don't need to even go with me about Tyrese Halliburton because I was trying to tell you how awesome he was and you didn't believe it.
No, I never.
No, you did not. Nope.
I never. Listen, come on, Tom. You're rabbit holing me.
Do not come on here and hop up. No, do not backpedal. You were not.
Stop it.
A fan of him.
No, I never. But I still say this. I'm saying the same thing. He got a little sugar. Not. I don't mean sugar as in going the other way.
That wasn't what you were saying. You said he's not a number one. You did not really believe in him like that during the playoffs. You did not. I was like, Ty is one of them ones. Overrated my ass. I kept saying it over and over. I'm like, watch. Look at what the Pacers do. Look. You were like, no, I'm gonna get swept. You're gonna see. You're gonna be hot as fish grease when they get bounced out.
Listen, it's
where's numero uno? Where's numero uno in this chat? Because you stay backpedaling. You have on the train after I told you the Aces were super good. You said, "Oh, Indiana's gonna sweep them. They're gonna manhandle them and yada yada." And I was like, "The Aces are a good team. They got a deep bench.
But
They got a bench. They got more than what you think."
And I said, listen, at the time, I was still. If I could go back in time at that moment, I still would say the same thing because of the way they were playing. This is all I do.
Okay,
I
I get what you were
you and I
saying.
go, "What are you doing?" And whatever you're doing, I have to live with that. And I go, "Okay." I'm not gonna say, "Oh yeah, you're gonna
I
play better
understand
next
what you were
season."
saying, but
No.
I'm like, look at their bench though. Like they have talent. They're well coached. I was like, you kept saying, oh, they're lazy. She got lazy feet. I'm like, Chelsea Gray is she's a threat. Like between her, her knocking down them threes, her assists, like don't count her out. I know she's older, but don't count her out. She's still got a lot of value.
I
You were
understand that they have a
not with
bench.
it.
But what was I'm just talking about what was going on. It didn't matter if they had a bench because
But
Indiana
that was
still
part of it though, because Indiana didn't have a bench. They didn't.
but Indiana has this thing where they do route you. And that's all I've seen happen because why? Because Gray, look how Gray runs. Look at her legs. She had problem keeping up. It was a lot of things going on with the Aces. The Aces kind of morphed.
You just didn't see what I saw. It's all good. You didn't see it with the Pacers either. It's all good.
No, what you're
didn't.
doing is you're saying, well, basically, all right, these people has the potential of doing that. I can say anyone has the potential.
No,
All I'm saying is that
you said they were going to be
but I was looking at what their potential was
run over. I
yielding.
said that's not going to happen.
What their potential was yielding at that specific moment. You have to look at that. You can't
I
negate
looked at the whole picture. That's why I ended up being right.
They had too many variables coming out of their basketball equations. It was crazy the stuff that was happening with them. They was letting people just come up and just take their heart. Lloyd, you couldn't find her. The other Grace, she was just too slow. Let me say, smash the like button
and subscribe for the channel. Thank you. Thank you. I got to get out of here. Because I see them coming through now. We can hop back on Sunday and talk about some other stuff. I'll reach out to you. You guys, I gotta hop out here because I got on here super late, you guys. So forgive me. Life, be lifing y'all.
Yeah.
So Brother D, we will hop on. What happened?
No, my bad.
What was that? Like little you felt me like you just heard a cool beat. What was that? I'm like, you were like, oh,
no.
What's going on?
But definitely, we'll hop on and do some stuff. Definitely. But thank you guys.
Angel, y'all. My girl is walking down the Victoria's Secret runway.
See, she trying to take my. You try to take my guns. Hyped. You try to take my guns.
Nah, you can keep those guns. They're not. I don't know if they're even loaded. I'm gonna let you keep them.
Woo! Try to take my guns, girl.
I'm gonna let you keep them. But now, you guys, the autism boy. Thank you. I haven't seen you here before. I hope to have you back. Nadi, you know how I feel about you, my guy. Thank you so much for your support. I'll mess with you the long way. But D, you were so wrong about the fever. You said they were gonna run. Thank you, Nadi. Thank you. We're gonna leave it right there. He sure did. They was gonna run all over him. I never said that. Run all over him. Just gonna run right through him, over him, and just leave him in the dust.
Based off how they were playing.
I said,
you have to take everything has to go in context.
No, we're not taking that. We ain't taking that. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Brother D, I will see you. Talk to you soon, obviously. All right, you guys. Peace out. Peace out, you guys.
Peace.
Good night.